there's a story that I like to tell about how I learned about leadership. And when I was a young girl, I lived on a farm, and one of my responsibilities was to feed the calves. And my older sister was responsible for feeding the heifers because they were a lot bigger and a little bit more difficult to deal with. But my sister was frequently sick. And so when she stayed home from school, I knew that when I got home from school, I was going to have to feed both the calves and the heifers. And my father never explained to me that I needed to do that. I just knew that it needed to be done. I was there, and so I took care of it. So years later, I was working for a large company, a large retailer here in the United States. We had hundreds of stores across the US, and I was in charge of store operations. And sorry, it's early morning here in Idaho. And there was a customer forum that we did where the customers shared with us things that they wanted us to change about our stores, things they liked and things they didn't like. And one of the things they wanted us to change was our jewelry fixture was just a little bit too close to the cash wrap. And it made them a little uncomfortable. They were afraid they were going to knock off some jewelry when they were up there making their purchase. And so during the forum, the CEO turned to me and said, "Mickey, that's an easy fix, right? We can move that." I said, "Absolutely." So I took a note of it, but actually it was the visual manager's responsibility to do the fixture layout and to communicate that to the stores that we were making a change. And we were back at the office after the customer forum. It was a couple of weeks past, and the CEO stopped by my office and said, "Mickey, did the directive go out to the stores to move that fixture yet?" And I was like, "No, I haven't seen that come from the visual department yet." And he was like, he was irritated. He was just frustrated. He said, "Mickey, that was weeks ago. Why hasn't that gone out yet?" And I was ready to tell him, "Well, you do remember that I am not in charge of visual, and it's not my responsibility to send that out." And then it dawned on me, he had wanted me to take care of it. He had expected me to feed the heifers because I knew it needed to be done. It was the right thing to do, and I should have followed through and made sure it got done, even though it wasn't technically my responsibility. And it was a great reminder that as a leader, you do things just because it's the right thing to do, not because it's your title or it's your direct role or responsibility. A leader steps up and takes care of things that need to be taken care of.